Welcome to my 15th Blu-ray and DVD movie update. Here we go again. So I'm going to Rock and Shock this weekend. So what I have right here is a whole bunch of movies I got during this month of October so far, and late September as well. And I can't wait to show you what I've got. I got so much. And after all this, near the end of October, I'm going to show you what I got at Rock and Shock, plus whatever I picked up after that. So let's get down to it. Let me put my remote over here because I was watching a movie earlier. First up, I have The Beast on Blu-ray. My dad has this on DVD. I gave it to him for Father's Day, and I've wanted it back, but I'm not going to ask him for it because that'd be kind of rude. But I bought it on Blu-ray. It's a 3-hour-long movie. I have Creature, which is based on Peter Benchley's White Shark. This is based off of Peter Benchley's The Beast, and they're both TV movies from the late 90s. Mid to late 90s. I love The Beast. I love Creature. So this was definitely worth a pickup. And it's the extended version, which is the right version to get. Next up I have Beast of the Bering Sea. Basically it's about sea vampires. And you ask me what sea vampires are, I'd be like, I don't know. But it has that girl from Sharknado, Cassie Scribo. I don't know if I got the last name right. But she plays in this one. I saw some of it yesterday, but I ran out of time, so I had to turn it off. But it looks good from what I saw, and I can't wait to watch the whole thing. It's directed by Don E. Fauntleroy, who I will get back to because I have another movie coming up that is directed by him in this collection set thing update. Next up is Bermuda Tentacles. I saw this at Walmart for like $10. I had to pick it up. I've been waiting for this to come on DVD for quite some time. It has an awesome slipcase, and I'm really happy to own it now. Bermuda Tentacles, starring Linda Hamilton from Terminator. That is pretty awesome. Next up, I watched this twice, and I'm like, I don't know what to think about it. It's poorly made, but it's still an entertaining B-movie. And it's based off a book series by Eric S. Brown, which I have the movie edition book series for, and that is Bigfoot Wars. And I watched this twice, and I can't decide on what I feel. I mean, it's a one-of-a-kind. It's entertaining, but very badly made. Like the audio quality, but the picture quality and camera work is pretty good. The acting is, I think it could have been a lot better, is what I'm trying to say. Now, next up, I have the first, I have the second, but I don't have the third, and now I do. And that is Boogeyman 3. Okay, so I got Boogeyman 3 at Big Lots for $3 or $5 or whatever. And I'm happy I did, because I watched this a long time ago and I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to have to take another gander at it. Next up is Kevin S. Tenney's awesome movie called Brain Dead. Dude, oh my god, this movie is awesome. It's like an alien/zombie invasion type film. And I just can't get enough of it. Next up is a sequel to the movie called The Dead. This is technically called The Dead 2 India, but I have it here as titled The Dead 2. I heard this film was vastly better than the first one, which the first one was already good, so that means this one must be amazing. So I'm really happy to own this, and I really can't wait to look into it, watch it, and just have a blast. It's rated for bloody violence and gore, so it should be a greasy delight. Next up, I have the first one, and I've been waiting to get the second one for years. It's a clown movie, and it has the... let's just take a look at this real quick. I don't know if I should cover any of it up. Only 900 copies of this movie exist. And it's The Fear of Clowns 2. This is a certificate of authenticity. Yes, I need a certificate to make sure I own it. But it's Fear of Clowns 2. 900 copies of this movie exist, and I'm happy to be one of the proud owners. I heard this film is so much better than the first, has a lot more gore and killer clowns, so it's going to be a fun watch. I can't wait. I really can't. Next up is a TV series. A series that I love, that is based on an original movie that I love to death. And that is From Dusk Till Dawn. The TV series from El Rey Network. My god, I love this movie, and it's I love the movie, I love the sequel somewhat, and I love this series. Why am I saying I love it? I haven't even seen it yet, but I've seen some of the clips, and it looks like it's going to be awesome. Next up, I have a UK DVD, and I got it, and the lenticular cover is kind of messed up, so I have to glue it back together. But that is Ghost Shark. It stars Sean C. Phillips and a lot of other characters I recognize, but I don't know offhand, but I know it stars Sean C. Phillips. I got it on Blu-ray. So yeah, and it has a really neat case. It's kind of thicker than your average Blu-ray case. I watched some of it, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I have a region-free Blu-ray player, so I watched it on Sci-Fi when I first came on. That was a blast to watch. Now, I own the third movie of this series, but I don't own the first and second. That is The Grudge and The Grudge 2. Now, The Grudge and The Grudge 2 are two films that I sort of grew up with, but I never really saw the second one. I saw more of the first one, and they're creepy. I will admit they're pretty creepy. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, we have a film that is starring Megan Fox, but I wanted to see it for a very long time, so I had to pick it up. And that is Jennifer's Body. Jennifer's Body is the story of a demon girl, or a girl who gets possessed by a demon, and now she's a sex-filled, gore-hungered demon, whatever, and it looks stupid, but it looks like it's going to be right up my alley, so I'm just going to check it out. Next up, I watched this with my mom because she loved the first one. She watched the second one and she's like, I don't know which one's better, but it's Machete Kills. Not a horror movie, but it's an action movie. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez, who I think either directed or produced From Dusk Till Dawn and worked on the series From Dusk Till Dawn. He directed the first Machete, which was originally just a Grindhouse trailer that got so much hype that they made it into a movie. And Machete Kills is awesome. Quite a bit more cheesy than the first, but it's still a fun ride. Next up, we have a trilogy. First up is Maniac Cop. This stars Bruce Campbell and Tom Atkins. I can't wait to watch this. I really can't. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. I'm so psyched to own Maniac Cop, which was a lot cheaper than its sequels. Yes, that's right. I have Maniac Cop 2 and Maniac Cop 3, both on the Blu-ray and DVD combo packs. Ooh yeah. That is pretty badass. So yeah, we got here Maniac Cop 1, 2, and 3. Next up I have The Monkey's Paw. Now this is directed by Brett Simmons, who brought us films such as Husk and Animal, and I love the story of The Monkey's Paw, so I'm really interested in taking a look at this. That's really all I can say. Next up we have a film that I watched and I'm like, this is so stupid. It's not even well made. But then I'm like, you know what? That's why it works. It's not trying to be a modern or 80s or 90s film. It's trying to be a 70s drive-in film. And that's where it succeeded. So, it's Night Beasts. That is just so awesome. That it tries to be a 70s drive-in film. And it works so well. I may not be able to see the cover that well, but it's a really cool cover. Let me get that glare out on there. There's big feet walking up to a cabin. It was pretty cool, but it wasn't that epic. But it was like as promising as a 70s movie could be. Like a low-budget 70s movie. Next up, I have a film that was demanded by my brother. He's like, you have to get this. You just have to get this. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll get it. It's Oculus. I watched this with him, and he was like, it was interesting. I'm like, yeah, I thought it was really good. It's a really well-made and well-told story and film. So, I got creeped out by the end, too. I'm not going to lie. Some of those demonic forces or whatever, they creeped the shit out of me. Next up is Red Clover. It's about a leprechaun. And it's a very stupid film, but I enjoyed it. Next up, I got this on the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, because I have it on DVD, but I wanted to get it on Blu-ray, because I wanted to upgrade it to Blu-ray with the DVD. Then I found out its sequel doesn't come with the DVD. It's not out yet, but it says it only come out to Blu-ray, and then DVD separate. So I'm pissed off. but that is Rise of the Planet of the Apes on the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. I love this movie. I love all the Planet of the Apes movies. Next up, I have a kaiju film from, I believe, 1956, maybe? Yeah, 1956. It's called Rodan. He's one of my favorite kaiju. I'm not gonna lie. I love pterodactyl-like kaiju. And this one is just, it looks like it's gonna be so much fun to watch. And it's only 72 minutes. So how can you go wrong? Here we have the bigger, badder movie, Sharknado 2, the second one on Blu-ray. I am so excited to own this. It's such a fun film. So much cameos, so many homages to other films, like William Shatner on the plane. There's something on the wing. Yeah. Sharknado 2, it's just so awesome. Here I have the third installment in the series that I have the first and second one, but not the fourth one of. This is the third installment of the Silence of the Lambs movies. That is Red Dragon. I believe this is a prequel. I haven't seen any of the others besides the original, so I'm really looking forward to this. Now, here's where the Don E. Fauntleroy thing I mentioned before comes in again. I made a Facebook fan page for this movie, and I am happy to have done that because it's gotten like 140 something likes. I support everyone who likes this movie, and it is Snakehead Swamp. It is a lot of fun, and it's not that hard to follow. It's like, yeah, you got some story there, and it's actually a pretty easy to tell story, and it works. It's such a fun film. It's not the best Sci-Fi Channel film. It's not the best film from Sci-Fi or from Don E. Fauntleroy. I think that goes to Anaconda 3. But Snakehead Swamp is still a very fun time. And last but not least, I have another found footage Bigfoot film. I don't know if I already showed one of those. I don't know. But it's called Willow Creek, and it's gotten a lot of praise. But then I saw reviews of it, and they're like, this movie sucks. So I'm just going to have to check it out for myself. I love the cover a lot. It's a really badass cover. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that about does it. So yeah. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, and to leave comments and subscribe.